they have scratched this place all to pieces. It's been about a year since I've been in here. In fact, I late season hunted in here last May, so it's been a few months, almost a year since I've been in here, but nothing's really changed. The turkeys are still using this old logging road right here. I mean, it just seems like they're still using it. They were last year, and I actually killed a gobbler right down the hill there, just about about 100 yards right down the hill. But nothing's really changed. Well, in this video, we're going to be talking about hunting logging roads and open places like four-wheeler trails or logging roads, and how that can be a magnet for gobblers, but also how you can make a mistake by setting up wrong on these places and getting busted. So we're going to be talking about that in this video, about how to not get tunnel vision, so you stay tuned. I can't tell you how many times over the years that I've shot gobblers in and around logging roads or four-wheeler trails or any kind of open road or path that goes through the timber. It just seems like that's a magnet for hens, gobblers, just to use all year long. Now, last year I was in here and I actually shot a big gobbler right down the hill here, about 100 yards. And it was on this very road right here, this very logging road right here. It was right around the hill there, and he gobbled. And I was able to shoot him one mid-morning last year. But here in March, you know, I ain't been back in here since, but you know, it's like nothing's changed. There's scratching and there's all kinds of turkey sign and they've scratched this whole place all to pieces. So what does that tell you? Well, that tells you that turkeys use this all year long. Winter, fall, spring, summer, they're using this all year long. So all year long, they know what's in around this road. They know pretty much everything that should be here and when something's out of place. Well, you can use that to your advantage or disadvantage as a turkey hunter. Now, a lot of times turkey hunters, when they hear a gobbler around these roads and open places like this, the first thing they do is they get what I call tunnel vision. They vision in their mind a perfect setup. That means right here at this tree or right there at that tree or somewhere where they can face parallel up this road. They want to have their guns pointed right up this road. Now, why do they want to do that? Well, they want to be able to see that gobbler coming further, so they can see up the road. They might be able to see him out there 50, 60 yards, and they can be ready for him, and they can, you know, be ready, and it just looks like a prettier setup, and it's just wide open, and you know, it's a more open shot, and it just seems like that would be the perfect setup for, you know, to kill a turkey, is when you're setting right off the logging road, and you know, and pointing parallel up that road. The problem with that is remember, turkeys, they use this all year long. They know what's here. And many times you can get busted really easy, even if you're in good camo and even if you're you know, setting still, but you may not be in the best setup as far as a tree. You may think it is, but you may be stuck out a little bit. You just don't know it. Or maybe you look a little bit more like a blob sitting up there. And that gobbler, he's coming up that road and he's able to see further up that way, and guess what? Sometimes he just knows something's not right. How many times have you been turkey hunting and all of a sudden he putts for no reason? And you're sitting there still, you're not moving, and all of a sudden he's out there 60, 70 yards, or maybe he's out there 50 just out of gun range, and he putts, and he drops out a strut, or he just gets nervous and he goes over the hill, and you're like, what was that about? You know, hey, we've all been there. I've been there, you've been there. Well, he saw something he didn't like. He saw something that just, he knowed wasn't quite right. And a lot of times he sees you because you got tunnel vision and you just wasn't as hid as good as you should have been. All right, so instead of setting up parallel to a road where you're pointing up the road, here's what I do, and here's what I did on that gobbler last year. I didn't set on this road. I actually got, you know, over here, I got perpendicular. Instead of parallel, I got over here where I'm pointing this way and I can look to my right and to my left. That way, I'm hid a little bit more because now you still got to be still. Don't get me wrong. You can't be scratching your nose and moving all this, because no matter where you're setting, they're going to see that. But if you're setting real still, but you're off the road maybe 15, 20 yards if possible, and get away from the road where that road's still out there 15, 20 yards, 30 yards in front of you, hey, here's what's going to happen. One, his attention's not going to be over here and over here in the woods. His attention's going to be on this road. His attention's going to be up here in the open, you know, where he can use his eyesight. That's where his attention's going to be. So you're going to sit here, you're going to be real still, but you're going to be pointed right in front of you. And I guarantee you, if you sit still and you don't move, and that gobbler's coming up this road, if you're sitting perpendicular like this, you can be pointed right here, and if you'll be still, 99% of the time, he'll keep walking that road. And he's going to walk right in front of your gun barrel. You're going to be sitting just like this and not have to move, not have to do this and this, nothing, and just let him walk right in front of your gun barrel. That's what I did last year, just around the hill there. I just let him walk right in front of my gun barrel, and I took him home with me. You can set more still, and you're here just a little bit more when you set off the trail instead of right on it, pointing up, you know, the road. But the reason we do that is because it's prettier, it's more open, and we want that wide open shot, and we want to see that turkey coming. It's tunnel vision. So be careful about sitting right off the road like this, because many times that's what will cause you to get busted, and that's what will cause that gobbler to get nervous. So I set perpendicular where I can look right and left. That gobbler's coming up this road, point in front of you, and just let him walk right out in front of you. That's a lot better setup on these logging roads. So remember that, and it'll help you this spring tag a lot more gobblers if you're hunting around these type of situations. But gobblers and hens both, they use these places, I mean, every year. I mean, and you can look and see all the sign around here. It's just great. It's a great place to come up in the mid-morning, especially to get up in here and strut and stuff. So never overlook these logging roads, because that is a dynamite place to tag a gobbler. Something else you want to remember when you're hunting in and around logging roads is anytime you have a bend around that road, anytime you have that sharp bend where you can't see, before you go around that bend of that road, give that soft little call, give a soft little cluck, or maybe a little purr, or just something where you can make sure that there's not a gobbler that's around where you can't see, because many times you're going to get busted like that. How many times have you walked around a road and he flushes up, or you see him take off and running, where if you'd have just give a call, he may have been gobbled close, but you could have hit a tree right quick and you could have set up, and many times that'll save your hunt as well. So anytime you have a sharp bend around the road where you can't see on these roads like this, give a call, and that may help you not get busted also. As always, make sure to subscribe to this channel. We got a lot more great turkey hunting content for you. In fact, we're going to be rolling down south here in just a couple of weeks to start turkey season. We're looking forward to that. And so we'll be bringing you a lot of turkey hunts and also more educational videos teaching you how to become a better turkey hunter so you can have that success, because that's what we're all about, is passing the knowledge. And make sure to check out all our sponsors in the links below. Check out Tidewe.com, where you can get a lot of the great products and hunting blinds, turkey vests. Make sure to use the promo code Dale to get a discount when you purchase something, and they sure appreciate it. Also check out Spring Fever Custom Calls, where you can get my signature line of turkey calls, the old Sly Box call, and also the old Sly Slate call that came out last year. Make sure that you check that out too. And my mouth calls at springfevercustomcalls.com. Check them out there. And also join me on social media, Facebook and Instagram. Check out my website, Dell Outdoors. Also, there's a link there for the Dell Outdoor merch, the shirts, and all the other apparel. So check out all the links below. We really appreciate if you do that. Also, check us out on Patreon if you'd like to give us a small donation just to help us out. That'd be great too. Maybe $2, $3, $4, or $5 a month, or maybe a one-time gift just to help us out when our videos get demonetized because of the hunting content. So just help us out there, and it'd be greatly appreciated so we can keep bringing these videos to you. And Cash App, PayPal, whatever you'd like, it goes right back into Dell Outdoors. But check us out and all the links below, and we really appreciate all of you. And until the next video, we'll see you with some more great turkey hunting education.